Are you ready to get this sacred Sunday underway? Then let's welcome John doing our music for us this morning.
I was standing by my window on one cold cloudy day when I heard those thoughts a creeping for to take my smile away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better way of thinking if we try, Lord, if we try. Well, I said to those thoughts of creeping, you will not take me in tow. For my smile I am keeping, so just turn around and go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better way of thinking if we try, Lord, if we try. Will they follow close behind me? But I held my head up high. I was thinking of a new road and the sunshine in the sky. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better way of thinking if we try, Lord, if we try. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better way of thinking if we try, Lord, if we try. If we try, Lord, if we try. If we try, Lord, if we try. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to make some noise in here,
I
right?
know.
Oh, hello. Good morning. I'm Reverend Belinda, and you're not. So I'd like to start us out by releasing the kids to their lesson today. You guys have fun now. Oh, look, they're running. They can't wait. Thank you very much. So a little bit about Amani. Why don't we start out with our vision statement? We're going to say it together with our outside voice, nice and loud. Lighting the path to peace together. Wow, you've got a big job. And we're all here to support each other through it, right? Well, some of the things about us is that we're an open and inclusive spiritual community. I notice in some of our classes, people go, well, I'm a recovering Catholic, or I'm a recovering this or that. Well, we invite all of it in so that we can move what doesn't serve us out, right? Just so that we can really grow together in consciousness. Because we know that all paths really lead to the divine, however you experience it and express it. And this place is a place that we learn and grow together. I mean, in class especially, we're that mirror for each other. And we can bring what we're working on and grow it in consciousness, see if it serves us, and find another way. I mean, things like 4 agreements. Just those 4 agreements can change your life. And you can become a master in your own life. And this is a safe and welcoming place in that, you know, we're all going through something. We're all working through something. And it's nice to have a safe mirror, someone that's there for us and someone that'll help us through. And we like being that part for each other. So Amani is that special place. So we're wanting to welcome everybody here for the first time today? Anyone out there in the virtual land for the first time? You can get some more information. You can leave us in the chat. You could leave us your information so we can send something out to you. And just welcome everyone for joining us here together this morning. And one of the things I kept mentioning is about classes. You can become a certified practitioner, religious science practitioner. Well, we use a tool called spiritual mind treatment. It's easier just to say an affirmative prayer. And where the practitioners had 4 years of classes. I mean, they really spend some time. It isn't some mamsy-pamsy thing, I'm telling you. It's, right? It's some studying, and it's some really looking at yourself. And that's why we need each other, right? So we can work on ourselves and hear other people's experiences. So in our 4-year journey, we learned this tool called spiritual mind treatment, and it is absolute knowing the truth of you. So if there's something that you're trying to manifest, bring into your life, or something you just like, would you get the heck out of here, help you to release it, that's what we've been trained in. And there's several of us practitioners here today. Everyone, if you'd raise your hand, we're available for a spiritual mind treatment prayer after service. It would be our pleasure. So now I think I'd like to bring up Marcy to tell us what else is going on here at the center. I know.
All right, thank you, Reverend Belinda. I'm going to just quickly go through our announcements. We're in September. It is a September to remember who you are. So that's our theme for the month. Here's our lineup. Today is the 14th, so we have the very wonderful Reverend Pixie DeFore and her amazing sidekick, John DeFore. So always a wonderful Sunday when the DeFores are in the house bringing music and message. Next week we'll have the wonderful Reverend Donna Apadone bringing her great content and inspiration, and then we'll have Bob Saima on the last Sunday. And for those of you who don't know who Bob is, look him up. He's fantastic, very prolific writer of beautiful music, winner of lots of Posse Awards, and he's going to bring the message and the music. You're going to love Bob. So show up for that because he's from the East Coast. He's not here very often. I've been trying to get him here for years. So this is special that he's going to be here. So please show up. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. All right, that's guaranteed. All right, here's some of the stuff going on every week here. Our chair yoga class is every Tuesday at 11:30 over at the studio across the parking lot. Staying grounded in challenging times. Every Thursday morning at 11:11, we sit out here on the couch and we just do some really good work. We unpack some stuff, we calm ourselves, we do some tools, and we always leave feeling better. So you're always welcome to join us for that. And then Course in Miracles, another great way to do the work. That's Thursday afternoons from 3 to 4:30 at the Jaeger House. All of these things are donation-based. Everyone is welcome. Come and give it a try and see if this is part of your journey, part of something that helps you stay more centered during these challenging times. All of these things are helpful. Here's some of the regular things going on every month. And this Friday we have our teen play date. So tell the teens in your life, tell them to show up here, bring them, support this great community. Nicole and Addie have been doing this for a few years, and it's really an amazing event and a great place for teens. Potluck Sunday is the last Sunday of every month, so that'll be the Sunday that Bob's here. Bring a dish to share, plan on staying in community and have some food together. The Shelf Help Book Club is coming back, so Corinne is going to bring that, and so that will be coming back starting September 18th, and it'll be at 6:30 right here in the space. So come and learn about that. It's very social and a chance to get together. Corinne always says you don't even have to read the book. You can still show up and have the discussion. So show up for that. And then we're doing a World Peace Activation, Crystal Grid and Sound Healing with our friends. I know it's Christina and I can't read that other name, Marissa. Yeah, so they're fantastic. They've been doing some great stuff here. Show up for that. That's another way we can light the path to peace together, is show up for these kind of events. I'm going to have Steve come back up and talk a little bit about this. It started last week, but you could still jump in. So here we go. Steve.
Hey everybody, just in case anyone missed this, so we started this last week, and I feel like the title doesn't do it justice, the content of the course. So, you know, the learning things are about building better relationships, about reducing stress, and a lot of it is all around those sorts of things. So this week we were doing things on having conversations with people who can sometimes be awkward to have conversations with. And it's funny because I went to a kid's birthday party yesterday with Charlotte, and you know what it's like. You know, you've got all these parents that you don't know anything about, and you know, one of them said to me, "Are you watching the fight tonight?" And I was like, "What fight? Okay, I'm just going to go with this." But then I found other things, and we were talking a storm off, and that was, you know, helping remind me from that content. So. You know, I think the 120 will match that still. You can come to that. Even if you missed last week, we had a few people who weren't feeling 100% who will be coming for the first time this week, and you can too. And if you want to come, just try it out and then see if you want to do the rest of the course. Come on Wednesday. Come for free. We'd love to have you and have your energy here. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, I want to reiterate, Steve taught this at university level. So this is like a real deal class that you're getting for incredible deal and right here in our center. So he knows what he's talking about, and that's really awesome. So show up for it this week. And again, see if it's for you. Okay. So here's our anniversary party. I don't know if everyone saw this last week, but Frank and I are having our 30th anniversary. Thank you. We're very happy. That's us 30 years ago, and that's me. Behind my flowers is my son, about 6.5 months cooked. So we were getting married anyway, just so you know. We just had to move the date up. Anyhow, what we have decided to do, and especially because, and this came to me when I was talking to Bob about having him here because he's so amazing, is we'd been talking about having a party. We're going to do a party that will be a fundraiser for Amani, and Bob Simon will be there. We are hiring Bob to sing at this party. He's going to be amazing. We're going to have some food. Someone suggested potluck, and I'm totally open to that. If people feel like they'd like to bring a dish, it's going to be very casual. There'll be some food. We're going to have a cash bar. I have a professional bartender who you're going to love. He's one of our family friends, and he's just the greatest kid. And it's just going to be a fun evening at our home, which is less than 5 minutes from here. Love for everyone to come. It will be a donation basis, and all the donations will go to the Amani Center. So I would love for you to be here. It's coming up fast. I booked this just because of Bob with like a month. So we're gonna put it together. It's gonna be fun. I'd love to see all of you there, and it's gonna be a way to raise some money for Amani. So put it on your calendar, and please come if you can. I'd love to see all of my Amani family there celebrating with us. Back one? Oh, okay. All right, thank you. All right, couple of October events, just so you can put them on your calendar. Do you want to talk about these, Corinne? Okay, yeah.
Thank you. The one on the left, we're really excited about. It's improv class. The lady that's coming to do it, her name is Linda, and she is very experienced. If you're nervous about this is really improv light. So it's just a kind of fun way to have more joy in your life. And the first class is $20. Part of that goes to Amani. So if you're curious, just try it. Be open to it, and let's have some fun. Okay? And you sign up on Eventbrite. Okay, and the second one, we're doing Shelf Help again, and our first book is called Let Them by Mel Robbins. If you haven't heard of this book or you're curious about it, you can go online. She's everywhere. YouTube, TikToks, and it's a wonderful way to help just let go of things that aren't serving you anymore. And she helps us with actual hard skills to establish that process. So hoping to see you there. It starts, it'll be every other Thursday every month. And if you have any suggestions for November, please let me know. Thank you.
Thank you, Corinne. All right, yeah, Mel is great, and that book is very metaphysical. That idea that you're staying in your lane and what's yours to control, and then what's not, letting that go. Boy, is that a great lesson. All right, Nicole has set up an Amazon wish list for us. So we talked a little bit about this last week. There is a code you can scan. If you want to support Amani, but rather than just putting money in the basket or sending money, you want to know what your money's going towards, or you want to get on there and say, hey, I'd like to actually just purchase something that Amani could use. You can go to our Amazon wish list. You can, by scanning that, and there's stuff that we need, from toilet paper to a laptop to run the Healing Arts Center. So if that's something that's in your heart, that you're looking for a way to show up there, go to that, and that's a great way to serve the center and bring something that is exactly something that we've already know we need. Okay. All right, we're looking for volunteers for our holiday magical market, which will be December 6th. So first of all, mark that on your calendar. Kathy talked about this. There's a bunch of boards on that rolling table right there by the coffee. Take a look, see how you can help. This is a wonderful, big fundraiser. It brings in money, it brings in people, it brings in joy, and it helps us to just do something really special in this community. So please get involved in that. At a minimum, market, come up, show up, shop, and then also, I don't think enough people take advantage of this. I do every year. Bring your stuff from home, drop it off while you shop. There will be elves led by our Reverend Sherry Elf that will be wrapping presents for you for a donation. So you can bring the stuff you bought, leave it in a bag. They'll even put tags on it. If you put little notes on it, they'll put the tags on. Like, how nice is that? It's done, then you do your shopping. You can give them more stuff, have some hot chocolate, sit by the fire, come out and see me. I'll be out there with Joe cooking hot dogs. We're going to have pancake breakfast. So while you're doing this fun stuff, shopping, having all the treats, people are wrapping your presents for you beautifully, too, like special. Like, it's really nice. So jump on that. Bring your stuff. Don't forget to do that. I do it every year, and it's saved so much time, and I love it. Michael, are you trying to say something, or are you just waving at me? Come and sit by the fireplace, and we might have some s'mores. Yes, that would be another great way to spend the day. Yes, it's so fun. Come out for this. Yes, it will probably be cold, so yes, join us. Yes, agreed. S'mores are a great way to start, and this is a way to get in the holiday mood. Yeah. It starts at 10, and it goes to 3, correct? Yes. She's like my stage mom. 3 goes to 3. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so that's a fun day. And send people here. We need people to come support our vendors. We have great vendors. And you can do all your shopping here. And you're going to have unique, beautiful, often handmade gifts that will light up people on Christmas Day. Yes. Okay, so this is another one that I believe Joe and Steve want to start doing a monthly pancake breakfast before service once a month, and they really want your feedback. Would you come? Because it'll be a fair amount of work, but it'll be a fun thing. So we'll do it if people are like, yeah, I'd love to do that. So let Steve know. If you see Joe, our board president, let him know, or another board member. We'd love to do that if it's going to be something that brings joy and fills bellies and is a fun community event. Before we go to this next thing, I do want to recognize everyone who showed up for this center this past week. So we had a lot of stuff happen. One was putting our new board. It's a long story. If you want to hear the details, ask me. But the soundboard, we needed help with that, and we needed very specific help from someone who knows what they're doing, and that's Alex. Alex, wait in the back of the room. Everybody look back. Give Alex a hand. He came up, and he really came through for this. I've been praying for an Alex, and he showed up, and he's got us all set up. And then John donated some mics for us because we needed new mics. So thank you, John. So all the people who made this happen, that's amazing. Like, we've leveled up our sound system, and I'm very excited about it. And then yesterday, a team of people showed up to clean this space, and they just killed it. And I want to recognize Corinne, who set that up, made a list, brought a ton of supplies, organized people, bought them pizza, bought them donuts, and we had a fantastic team. If you were here yesterday, raise your hand so we can applaud you. Thank you so much. A lot of our people are probably still recovering. It was a hard day, so if you're at home, thank you to all the people who showed up and did that. The space is so much cleaner, so much nicer, so much brighter, so thank you for showing up for that, and thank you, Corinne, for organizing it. And then all the other things that people show up to do, we just appreciate you. And so thank you so much from donating a toilet that we're going to replace our cracked toilet with, but Bosco and Monica are doing, to, people like Mark's planting out in the garden, and Gina's always here welcoming people, and Janet and AJ are helping with the kids, and Nicole, and I look around, I just see people who are just always here showing up, and I'm so grateful for you, Susie. This is how we do it. We are a volunteer-run center, so this is how we do it. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. This is why that we're here. So thank you. All right. So with that, please silence your phones. I'm going to hand this back over to Reverend Belinda so that she can bless the service.
Just a quick note to this class that Steve is offering is for credit. If you're interested, it is an Emerson accredited class. So it counts for that 4 years, part of that 4 years. Tiny part of it. Very tiny part of the 4 years, but it is for credit. Okay, so now let's go inward, get ourselves ready and open for this service. I invite you to sit upright in your chair. Maybe close your eyes so you can feel going inward. For we know the divine presence is right here, right now, in all of its power and intelligence. It is in us and as us and through us. Right here where we stand, right here where we sit, we are immersed in spirit. And this place we call Amani brings us together and allows us to join together in consciousness. And for each volunteer, each person who shows up in service to this center, we're grateful. We're grateful the way the divine shows up with us. And so in this great gratitude, knowing that the Amani Center serves us, serves our spirit, serves our heart and our knowingness, we are grateful for each of you, for this place, for the joy that resides here. So in this knowingness of gratitude for each other, we release this and let it go, knowing that the divine shows up as we show up. So we release this and let it go for the highest and greatest good of all. As we say together, and so it is. And now I'd like to bring our practitioner of the day up to do our affirmation. It's Reverend Kathy.
All right, we're going to do our affirmation 3 times. The first time with enthusiasm. You can even use your outside voice. The second time, be still and listen quietly, saying the words. And the third time, please be silent as I speak them. Today's affirmation comes to us by the magnificent Reverend Pixie. Let's begin. I accept all of my shadows and all of my light. This is what makes me a unique child of the universe. I accept all of my shadows and all of my light. This is what makes me a unique child of the universe. I accept all of my shadows and all of my light. This is what makes me a unique child of the universe. And together we say, and so it is. Now another wonderful song by Reverend Pixie's sidekick, John.
string? Oh, you want that one out? Okay. Hold on. I apologize. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I'll pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I'll pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I'll pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I'll pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I'll pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I'll pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
In this beautiful space that John created for us. Take the words of this song into your heart, into your mind, into your very soul, connecting with that power and presence that gives us life. And in this meditation, think of any experience that you've had that gave you joy today, yesterday, this week. Take that into your heart, feel it, and be grateful for it, knowing that God guides and directs, knowing that you are an individual, precious, most precious son and daughter. As we go within, take a couple of deep breaths, breathing in the wonder, the joy, the happiness that is all of ours by our birthright. Breathing in that and releasing anything that does not serve you. Let's do it again. Breathe in joy, happiness, good memories, and releasing any tension, anything that no longer serves you. Enjoy your meditation. Gently come back into the room. It is now time for a healing prayer. This prayer can be for you, someone you love, a situation in your home or community or out in the world. Bring to mind that person, place, or situation that needs that extra flow from spirit, the flow of healing, healing everything, all things, everywhere, every time. And as we recognize the one source, the giver of life that flows in as and through each of us with love, courage, determination, wisdom, joy, and lots of happiness. We are one with all of that. We represent the spirit of light and love that is the one source. And so we go forth knowing that we have that power and presence within us. We give it to ourselves, and then we give it to others. Healing, supporting, nurturing all that is being called for. And I am so grateful for this. I am so grateful for that source, that spirit, that power and presence that is me. It is you. And together we make such a difference in our community, in our life, in our world. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Spirit, whatever you call it, by whatever name. I am grateful. I am deeply thankful. So I release my word into the universal law that says yes. Yes to the healing. Yes to the nurturing. Yes to the support. I release and I let go. And together we say, and so it is. Another wonderful song, John.
Thank you, Kathy. Want to come up? Yeah. Come up and sing with me. Come on. Yeah, peace train. All right.
This is your lucky day.
There you go.
I'll follow you, Pexi.
You got the song, right? Peace Train?
I know it.
Because what do we all, hey, where did everybody go today? Good Lord, everybody out having a good time
We
finishing
wore
up
a lot
summer,
of people
don't
out
we?
yesterday.
Yeah.
Or you can take that mic and corner. I don't know.
All right, you all know this song, right? We all could use a little more peace. All right, so why don't you stand up? Let's get some energy rolling around here again. Come on, let's.
I've been happy lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. Oh, I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world as one, and I believe it could be something good to come. 'Cause out on the edge of darkness, there rides a peace train. Peace train, take this country, come take me home again. Now I've been smiling lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. Peace train sounding louder, glide on the peace train. Ooh-ee-ooh-ah-ee-ah, come on the peace train. Peace train, holy roller, everyone jump on the peace train. Ooh-ee-ah-ee-ah, come on the peace train. Get your bags together, go bring your good friends too, because it's getting nearer. Soon it will all be with you. Come on, join the living. It's not so far from you, and it's getting nearer. Soon it will all be true. Peace train sounding louder, glide on the peace train. Ooh-ee-ah-ee-ah, come on the peace train. I've been crying lately, thinking about the world as it is. Why must we go on hating? Why can't we live in bliss? 'Cause out on the edge of darkness, there rides a peace train. Peace train, take this country, come take me home again. Peace train sounding louder, glide on the peace train. Ooh-ah-ee-ah-ee-ah, come on the peace train. Peace train sounding louder, everyone jump on the peace train. Ooh-ah-ee-ah-ee-ah, come on the peace train. Come on, yeah, peace train.
Come on, peace train. Come on.
Peace train sounding louder, come on the peace train. Yes! Impromptu backup singers, great job.
So check this out. Oh, wait. Let's see if this thing works. Okay, so Ken, where am I on? Am I on? Am I on? Yes, I don't know. I tried to turn this thing on. Can you hear me? So we finally got this clip on this $300 lapel thing that we bought. The clip broke. It was plastic. So this thing sat in the closet for 3, maybe 4 years. And John finally says, forget it. He goes and he buys the clip, right? It's like a $3 thing. And it comes. And so we tested it on something. It was, I think, Mountainside. And it worked great. We brought it home. We put it back in. And this morning, Alex comes up and said, doesn't this thing need to be charged? Yeah. Totally forgot to do that. So they tried to charge it up. So halfway, sorry, John, halfway through, I may have to do a switch over to that thing. So anyway, y'all go to the Greek festival in Roseville this year? Did anybody? Oh my gosh, it is so fantastic. Well, that's my heritage. When I was a kid, my dad would say, when you go in the sanctuary, light a candle for your yaya. So that's what I would do. And so on my Sundays when I'm here, I like to bring out the bowl and have candles so you can light a candle for your yaya or yourself or whoever needs it. And then we had a little discussion between Amazon and the post office, and I didn't get the candles in time. So this is what we're going to do. You see this, by the way, this is Hallelujah. Am I on? Okay. All right. So anyway, prayer box. For anybody that needs a prayer, please feel free to write it on the little slip here. We will check it before we leave today, and the circle of light will pray over your request during the week. So make sure you take use of that. It's a free service of the center. But anyway, you notice there's a candle there. And everybody couldn't light their yaya candles today. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this candle and we're going to pray collectively. I like to do that because we're all part of the collective. Oh, good, we're passing them out. Everybody needs a prayer. Well, my idea is that nobody ever needs to have a prayer again, right? But just in case you do, there's no excuse. Now you have them. All right, so what I want you to do is for just a moment, I would like you to close your eyes. Just close your eyes. We're not doing any deep meditation because I'm not taking you down that hole again. So close your eyes, and I want you to think of somebody that's passed on before you, that's gone to the other side, whether it is a grandparent, a sibling, a child, an animal, a dog, cat, bird, whatever it is that means something to you, something that generates love. And if you had a message for them, something that you would like to tell them, what would that message be? Would it be love? I love you. I miss you. I wish you well and the best. See you when I'm ready to see you. Catch you on the other side. What is your message for that person? And I want you to feel it in your heart center. Feel it culminate and circulate, and feel it energetically become alive with light and your ultimate beingness of who you are. Now I want you to open your eyes. And I want you to put your hands up to your mouth and imagine that beautiful ball of light in your hands. And on 3, we are going to blow that message into that candle collectively. And then it will, therefore, move up into the others. And every single one of our loved ones will receive those messages. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you feel that release? How beautiful. What a beautiful thing. There is always a way to get the messages to our beautiful loved ones that have gone on before us. Yeah, all right. I had a little thing I wanted to bring to you today. Y'all remember Greg Braden? Yeah, so I have him on my social media. And today we're talking about the shadow. We'll get into that in a moment. But this was on his site by Dr. Ray, Doctor. Yeah, and he says, many people who say they do inner work preach shadow work, yet rarely touch their hidden shadow because it doesn't show up in a casual therapy session or during a download in an ayahuasca ceremony. It happens in real times when your partner won't let up with questions, when your child calls you a hypocrite, or when you get uncomfortable feedback at work. That defensiveness, that urge to blame, retreat, or attack is your shadow. Yeah. Can you sit in it with love instead of needing to be right? Because the people in your life, messy or not, might just be earth angels, triggering the shit out of you to transform resistance into light. Boom! I don't call them earth angels, those little people that are trying to remind me who I am and tempting. I call them sandpaper angels. Sandpaper angels, but they are angels nonetheless. So our theme this month is, like Marcy said, is a September to remember who you are. And today we're going to talk about our shadow and our light. It was going to be titled Me and My Shadow. And then I finally figured out, I start these things a few weeks ahead of time, and I finally figured out during research that I really can't talk about our shadow without talking about our light. So we titled it, John Dufour, we titled it Shadow Light. Yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about. Did you guys remember that song by Cat Stevens, Moon Shadow? Moon Shadow, early 70s. God, I loved him. You know, he was half Greek. Yeah, I kind of like him. Anyway, so I looked up the lyrics. You know, his lyrics are kind of, cryptic at times, are they not? Yeah, they are. So I looked up, what the heck is a moon shadow? Moon Shadow by Cat Stevens is about finding optimism and joy in the present moment, even when faced with adversity like a guiding light in the darkness. The song draws inspirations from Stephen's childhood experience of seeing his own moon shadow for the first time on a beach in Spain. Yeah. Leading to a realization that one can choose to see the good and be joyful despite losses and suffering. Suffering, there's that word, suffering, yeah. Stevens himself called it the optimist's anthem, emphasizing the idea that there's always something positive to look forward to in any situation. Y'all believe that? Yeah, well, if you don't get with that program, because there's truth to that. There's truth to that, yes. So anyway, I thought maybe Mr. Dufour here would like to sing Moon Shadow by himself.
By myself. My singer fired herself. What the heck? Well, we all know the words, so let's all sing along.
Let's sing her.
I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Leaping and hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. And if I ever lose my hands, I lose my plow, lose my lands. Yes, if I ever lose my hands, I won't have to work no more. And if I ever lose my eyes, all my colors all run dry. Yes, if I ever lose my eyes, I won't have to cry no more. Yeah, I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Leaping and hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. And if I ever lose my legs, I won't moan and I won't beg. Yes, if I ever lose my legs, I won't have to walk no more. If I ever lose my mouth, all my teeth, north and south. Yes, if I ever lose my mouth, I won't have to talk. Did it take long to find me? I asked the faithful light. And did it take long to find me? And are you gonna stay the night? I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Leaping and hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Moon shadow, moon shadow. Moon shadow, moon shadow. Yeah.
I like that. We had that old concert stuff going on, right? It used to be lighters. They do phones now. Yeah. I'm from the lighter stage. Anyway. So what if I told you that your shadow was your superpower? Yeah, look at that. Really, honestly. Well, what's a shadow? Our shadow, defined by Carl Jung, the godfather of psychology, he defines it as the unconscious and repressed parts of our personality that we hide or reject, perceived as negative or shameful or socially unacceptable. Yeah. He goes on to say that these hidden aspects can include traits, emotions, and thoughts, and their denial can lead to self-sabotage. Y'all believe that? Yeah. The shadow is the wounded self. Everything we got hurt by and never fully processed. For agreements, anyone? Yeah. Marianne Williamson says this has nothing to do with this, with the shadow. It had something to do with her weight loss book, which is really cool. You ought to pick it up sometime. But anyway, she calls this the dance of the wounded and the carnival of pain, right? There's power in our shadow. Yeah. And we have to understand that, everything's about balance. Everything is about balance. And without integration or acceptance of our shadow, any one of us is capable of being taken over by the worst of our worst aspects when we're out of balance. Isn't that truth? That can happen. That can absolutely happen. Many of us have done work with the shadow, right? Some of us have done shadow work. Some of us have done inner child work. Some of us are dealing with the inner critic work right now because we have that nasty little inner critic. That's always, and you know what? That inner critic of mine is really good because sometimes it just really gets me. The spiritual practice of shadow work encourages us to make peace with those parts of ourselves that we find to be unworthy or embarrassing. Anger. See if any of this sounds familiar to you. Anger, pride, jealousy. What does that sound like? 7 deadly sins. Who said that? Steve, dude, yeah, 7 deadly sins. We just can't seem to get away from those things, can we? Well, we can't fix something if we don't look at it. Why does that keep showing up? Darn it, because you didn't fix it the first 50 times it showed up. Kind of like, oh no, Mercury's retrograde. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's bad. No, that's good. Y'all remember that Jackie Gleason, Milton Berle snit they used to do? That's bad, that's good. Well, Mercury retrograde, oh, that's bad. No, that's good. And the reason that it's good is because it's showing you, it's the planet of communication, and it shows you what needs to be fixed. It'll come up in your face every single time. Every time, same thing will come up until you finally fix it. Oh my gosh, I got a flat tire. Well, you should have fixed it when you knew there was a screw in it last week. Otherwise, it wouldn't have shown up now. Yeah. Acknowledging and integrating our shadow can lead to a more balanced and a whole self, improving our relationships and our well-being. I Googled The Essential Guide to Shadow Work by Connie, I'm sorry if I slaughter this, Bilsalski. And she says, remember, when it's hysterical, it's historical. And I don't mean hysterical by laughing. I mean hysterical like if something got you and you are flamed, something got your emotions just rolling and you're not happy. It usually refers to something in your past, our shadow, that hasn't been fixed or taken care of. Like, you know, when somebody says something or a memory comes up and you feel that awful punch in your gut and that energy center in your solar plexus, that means something hasn't been handled. It hasn't been healed, something from the past that we need to go back and take a look at. And it is through our work that we do that we learn to integrate the shadow and love it as it is. It's just another aspect of the self. Yeah. So in contrast to the shadow is the essence of divinity. What do you suppose the essence of divinity is? Any guess? Who said light? Yeah, Lindellen, you got it. It's the light. One source of light and illumination for everything. Yeah. Quantum physicist David Bohm said, I love this phrase. Check this out. Matter is frozen light. Is that cool or what? Yeah. He says that light energy can be trapped in material form in the vibratory nature of atoms and subatomic particles. Yeah, at the heart of everything is energy. Everything is energy. In The Physics of Angels, Matthew Fox says that the most visible and explicit form of energy is what? The most visible and explicit form of energy. What do you think that is? Visible. Fire. Fire. That's what he says. He says it's fire. And inertia? What's inertia? Lack of movement. Yeah, you know, back in the day, maybe some of you guys can relate to this. There was a time in life where I was nil and void. I didn't laugh. I didn't smile. I didn't cry. I didn't frown. I didn't want to listen to music because I didn't want to feel. That's inertia. Some people will call it depression. I won't go to the depression, but it was a lack of passion, a lack of fire in life. Yeah. It's the fire that melts and the fire that inspires and the fire that transforms all things. All we have to do is show up in the energy of light. You hear all that laughter? You guys were laughing. You guys were playing, and John singing his music and having a song. I see all you smiling up there. You got your lighters up here like this. That is that beautiful energy of light. Yeah. Y'all remember in the story of the prodigal son? Yeah. Prodigal son. So one son, said son, takes half of his inheritance. He heads out. And he spends it on the harlots, and he's getting smashed, and he's having a great party time, and pretty soon he spends all the money, and he's sleeping with the swine, and he has to go back to his father's house, right? He's got his tail between his legs, and he's coming home, and I'm scum, I'm bad, I'm terrible. Father, I have sinned. And you know what Father says to him once he tells him he's sinned? What does Father say to him? Not a damn thing. He says nothing. He doesn't recognize that. Who does he talk to? Who does the father talk to? Father talks to the servants, and he says to bring forth the best robe and the ring and the fatted calf, and we're going to have a party. He has not recognized any sin. Sin being mistake. What else did you call it, Marcy? Missing the mark, yes, missing the mark, making mistakes. So anyway, Ernest Holmes, with regards to that, let's see. So the robe, he tells us, Ernest Holmes is the founder of religious science, by the way. That's my guy, metaphysics. He tells us that knowledge clothes us in the seamless robe, while wisdom puts on the ring of completion on our finger, and understanding feeds us with the fat of the land. Yeah, spirit doesn't know sin. Spirit doesn't know mistakes. That would imply duality. What is duality? It's a belief in what? Two opposites? Yeah, that would imply like in this case, a good and an evil. We can't have good or evil. God is love. It doesn't know hate. It can't know anything outside of itself. It can't because it's just one energy. You've heard me say this before. It's infinite, expanding into itself. And it is perfect vibration and frequency, whether it chooses to vibrate. If we're sad and we're lonely and we're nothing, and it vibrates down here very slow, right? Or it's vibrating like with beautiful love, music, happiness, joy, quickly up here. But it only knows itself in that beautiful vibration. None of that is hate. None of that is anger. So that would imply a duality. It just can't be. Spirit turns to us as we turn to it, always beckoning us home. No matter what we've done, and no matter what the past has looked like, it doesn't care. It doesn't see the shadows. It only sees the light. Meister Eckhart, he said, the eye with which I see God is the eye with which God sees me. We are in conscious union with spirit when we are in love and happiness and joy and goodness and peace and truth and all those feel-good things. So let's live with love and gratitude as we pass through each condition on this planet, classroom, Earth. It is through the darkness that we know the light, and it is through the light that we know the darkness. So here I am in this nil and void spot, and when the door opened, doing my work, doing my spiritual work the whole time, all those years, and the door opened and the light started to shine through, and I stepped through it, and there I knew the light, but I knew the light because I'd been in darkness. Don't we know? That's how we know the difference. Do you ever sit in silence on purpose? On purpose. Yeah, you think about the silence that maybe the astronauts felt when they were out in space, just out there. There's nothing. Or maybe what the deep sea divers here at the bottom of the ocean. So silent, so quiet. This is where we begin to release any feelings of fear or negativity or anger or hurt or upset, because it's just silence, just us and the divine. Yeah, this is where we lower blood pressure, anxiety. We're in a place where fear no longer exists. Spirit can only speak to us in the silence between our thoughts, and this is why meditation is so important, so we can have that silence between those thoughts, and we can get direction and guidance. You know, the universe is full of laws, full of laws. One law I'm going to bring to you today is the law of correspondence. Has anybody heard of the law of correspondence? Oh, man. Okay, a law of correspondence goes from the belief. By the way, in the middle of the word belief is the word L-I-E. Right? So what are your beliefs? Or what do you know to be true for yourself? But it goes from the belief to the thing. And it's up to us to provide. Does anybody know what a mental equivalent is? Well, a practitioner, I'm really proud of you. So I was going to be able to demonstrate this to you because I would have had two hands when my didn't, anyway. So a mental equivalent is, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. I am so feeling loving and lovable and loved. And oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Right? And your energy is vibrating here. And the universe says, oh, I'm going to match that. We have an equivalent of energy. And you know what the universe says? Oh, you feel like that? You want more of it? Whew. Here you go. Have more. Or where I feel nothing. I feel nothing. I want nothing. I don't care about nothing. Life is a bunch of crap. I don't want to do this anymore. And the universe says, here you go. I don't care. Is that what you want? Is that how you're feeling? you've got more of that. That's a mental equivalent. And that's why it's so important for us to watch our thoughts, watch our feelings more than our thoughts. If we have a dominant thought that's going through our mind, right, all week long, you know what happens? It drops down into our heart center. And once it gets to our heart center, game on. So it better be a really positive, good, uplifting feeling. Yeah, because that's what's going to show up. And so we meditate daily on the universe. We meditate on God. We meditate on Source. This helps us to sense and feel this active principle in our life. The mystics have called this the angel of God's presence. We do a class on mystics as well. Angels, Matthew Fox says, they are announcers of divine silence. Yeah. No longer do we need to dwell on limited thoughts, but dwell upon the magnitude of the universe. Yeah, I'll see that on social media where you have this big, beautiful galaxy and quasars and planets and moons and stars and that arrow that says you're here and it's one little, really, think about that. Think about that. What we choose to demonstrate in our life, we choose. We are that little tiny piece of spirit. Anything can go for us once we make up our mind. This is the place of infinite potentiality and the place where demonstrations and manifestations begin to take place when we know what we are feeling and we let it dominate our thoughts and our heart. Do you want oceans of your good or do you want a thimbleful? Spirit will give you whatever you want. I want oceans full. Spirit says, okay, here you go. I only want a thimbleful of my good because that's like all I'm worth. I'm kind of so worthy. And then the universe says, okay, if that's what you want, here you go. You get to decide what it is that you want. What can you see for yourself? I want you to ask yourself that this week. What can you see for yourself? And what does it feel like? Because that's what the universe will move on. Yeah. This is the law of correspondence at its very finest. Yeah, if life is not working, it merely reflects a raging battlefield in the mind. Marianne Williamson, A Raging Battlefield in the Mind. Practitioners and ministers, we all know what's going on in your head. When you tell us what's showing up in your life, when we see what's showing up there, we know what's happening here. We know what your dominant thoughts have been because of all of this. You want to change that? You talk to your minister, you talk to your practitioners, start taking classes and learn how to do that. We'll be offering some Science of Mind classes come January. More to come on that. Come back to the silence. Come back to the peace. Begin to affirm your good and the true and live in that. May the anger dissipate and the love grow beyond anything we thought possible. So let us integrate the shadows with the light. Let us love life and everything in it. Let us demonstrate the love, the light, and the life in every moment of every day. In all your shadows and all of your light, you are perfect exactly as you are. Repeat after me. I accept all of my shadows and all of my light. This is what makes me a unique child of the universe. Do you believe it? Yeah, that's right. And so it is. Namaste.
Thank you, Reverend Pixie. Yes, all those laws, law of correspondence, law of mental equivalence, law of attraction, all those great laws are things that we also teach in classes and how to participate with it. That's why I like law of correspondence, because it is a participation. You want to know what you're thinking? Look at your life. There you go. Anyway, so now's our joyous time of giving. And we were mentioning this earlier, but we don't have a mother church. We are it. We're the ones that show up. We're the ones that invest in this center, whether it's cleaning crew like yesterday, or tithing, or however we give. greeting committee, all the ways that we serve. We're really serving each other, we're serving ourselves. And if you're having a difficult time, serve somebody. That's really the biggest thing I learned here at Amani when I first came here. I came here because my life wasn't going so well. And I had a way to participate here. I was the greeting committee for a while. I was it. I was the greeting committee. And then every other committee, the food and the different ways that we can give. Well, tithing is one way, and it is a spiritual practice. Law of circulation. What you give out comes back to you. That's also that correspondence. It's coming back to you. So as you give, you do receive. And as we give to this center, really also tithing is giving to that place that nourishes you spiritually. So you're giving to that spiritual aspect that you're getting back. So there's several ways that you can give. Try to make it as easy as possible. There's this great QR code that'll take you right to a donate. And every newsletter that comes out, oh yeah, there's the little cards in the seat back that you can. Is there information on there on how to give? And if you've already given, you can also hold the card close to your heart because you know that your money is already circulating. I just do a recurring from my bank account. That way I don't have to think about it. It always comes, and if I'm not here on a Sunday, I know that it gets here. Let's see, on every newsletter, there's also a donate button. On our website, there's a donate button. There's lots of ways. Make it easy on yourself. Give to this center that really does show up for you, that because it's your center. So now we're going to allow our practitioner today to do a beautiful treatment for us on the joyous time of giving.
As we recognize our prosperity and abundance that is given so freely and lovingly from our source. We recognize that in tithing to Amani, we are serving the bigger and greater good that allows this community to pay its bills, keep the doors open, and offer all the wonderful, talented people that come to Amani to participate in our prosperity. And so it is in great heartfelt gratitude that I absolutely know that the law of circulation is good, all good, and very good. So we release and let go with gratitude and thanks in our heart. And so it is.
Give up my heart, give up my soul, give up my treasures, because I know that as I give, I will receive. The circle is complete. I give up my heart, I give up my soul, I give up my treasures, because I know that as I give, I will receive. The circle is complete. The circle is complete. The circle is complete.
On behalf of the Amani Center, we gratefully accept these tithes, these gifts, these offerings, knowing that they are pressed down and multiplied, filling each one of us full to overflowing. As we say together, and so it is. Thank you. And now we have some kids coming up. Maybe we could sing them a little song.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
She knows
This
the
little
song.
light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
All right. What did you guys get to do today? You want to tell us?
So we read a story about sunflowers and moonflowers, and we learned how both parts of us, all the parts of us, create the whole, and the sunflower being happy in the daytime and the moonflower being peaceful at night, that kind of represented. And so we did a little art project revolving around that.
You want to show us what you did? Look at that. Nice. Thank you so much. Hope you had a good time. Okay, thank you. You can go find your people now. You guys are adorable. Thank you so much, AJ. Reverend Pixie, would you come up and help us sing this closing song and then do the benediction?
Let's all stand. Hold hands if that feels good to you, and we'll sing together.
Presence
is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. Amen. The presence is here. And I will meet you in grace. I will meet you in grace.
And so I know in the peace and the power and the joy and the love that each one of you are in your lives, that Spirit is always within, always asking you to be the best expression of yourself each and every moment. Dear sweet Father, Mother God, I give thanks for these blessings and so much more. Together we say, and so it is. Woo!